Hello there and welcome to episode 10 of the TNA 2010 save. We're in Alabama, 4,336 people. And we're kicking things off with a pre-show segment because, as always, I like having this little something in the background while I chat about the outside of world stuff or the stuff which doesn't appear on these shows, which is important. And there is a very important thing to talk about today. As you can see, the freestyle segment is called the Bully Ray Problem. Now, people have noticed that I've been complaining a lot about Brother Ray. The fact that he's in massive decline. He's gone from mid-60s to low 50s, early high 40s in less than 2 months with a positive win record. The issue comes, though, with this. When 2 days after last week's episode, Brother Ray walked out on us. He left the company. He was on a handshake deal because he also works for New Japan. He's currently one of the IWGP Tag Champions over there. But he just quit on us. So yeah, the Bully Ray problem's getting bigger. Yay! How this affects the current storyline, because obviously he was part of the disgruntled storyline, which... Did I work myself into a shoot? HH. I think I've worked myself into a shoot here. But what are we going to do with Devon? Jeff Jarrett was involved in this storyline as well. How are we going to sort this out? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's continue. On week 4 of February. It's time for Impact. And the show kicks off in Eric Bischoff's office, and Samoa Joe is saying that he wants to fight Jeff Jarrett. He doesn't care what he has to put on the line to get it. And Bischoff basically says, no. Jarrett's only won one match since we've moved to Mondays, which was, I think, on Explosion. So no, we're not gonna give him a shot at the world champion just because he attacked you. If Jarrett wants to fight for the world championship, he's got to earn it. He can't just waltz in, jump the queue, and by attacking the champion. Samoa Joe is also pissed off at this because he's like, I just want to fight him. I don't care about if he wants the title. I just want to fight him. But that is basically the storyline we are now taking with Jeff Jarrett, is that the TNA brass doesn't want him near the title because he doesn't win enough anymore. 73 rating. And the opening match on the card sees Desmond Wolfe get a quick victory. Well, not quick, 11 minutes 28. Quite a decent length match, actually. Against Paul London. Wolfe gets a 70, 59 for London. London is a great one of these mid-card hands. 68 is a great rating, though. Selling was good. Road Agent Devon was a good road agent for it. Also, yes, he has got a different name. We will get on to that later. But London Dungeons picks up the win. And after the match... Oh, if I can click on it. Desmond's walking up the ramp celebrating his victory when AJ Styles' music hits. He's coming out for his match next. Wolfe seems pretty annoyed at AJ's interruption, but Styles just walks past him, applauding him. Well done, you won. Congratulations. As I've said, we are starting this feud slowly. This is going to be a long burner. They're going to have other matches, a feud with other people, before they probably get to their big payoff against each other. But I'm excited for this. Gets a 58 rating. Upper mid-card stuff. 2 great wrestlers. Good stuff. And AJ gets a similar victory against a sort of mid-card hand who's very good in ring. Homicide. Goes 11 minutes 11, and AJ picks up the win with his springboard 450. 63 is pretty decent. 73 for AJ and a 42 for Homicide. Not too bad. In the match announced last week, the Briscoes take on Jeremy's Generation Me. It's a phenomenal tag team match because these four, despite not having the best popularity, are all phenomenal in the ring. But it is Generation Me who pick up the victory when Jeremy Buck pins Jay Briscoe with more bang for your buck. Jeremy Buck carried the match with a 71. That is on the level as AJ and Desmond were getting. Jeremy Buck is definitely probably going to get a bit more of a singles run in this universe than he did in real life. Because if he's pulling out these ratings, I want to get some stuff going. 63 though, pretty decent. And now we get to Devon, where he's just sat in the back in a dark room and he's just talking into the camera. I've never really been on my own before. I've always had family around me. Now I don't. I don't have family anymore. I'm not a Dudley. I'm Devon Hughes. You may have abandoned me. You may have left me on my own. But don't you dare think that's going to make me suffer. If you want to make me suffer, you've already failed. Because now I know exactly how to handle things. It's a nice little, one of those low intense promos from Devon. Pretty good stuff. 52, he's not great off script. Which is a little bit, it's a shame, but you know what? It's the start of a character rejig, and if you notice, we're no longer turning him heel. So I'll tell you what the storyline was supposed to be. The storyline was essentially, because that entire storyline is being scrapped by Brother Ray leaving. The storyline was supposed to be that the Dudley Boys were starting to get more and more frustrated. Jeff Jarrett was gonna start getting involved with them and start speaking into their ear. And they're all going to have a big turn and be managed by Ric Flair as an almost sort of, just because, almost like a similar main event mafia style gimmick. They were going to say, we are the legends, we are not being respected here, you will respect us or we will force you to respect us. And they were going to go much more vicious. But we're not going to go down that path now, because Bully Ray's gone. But a 52, not too shabby for the first promo of Devon's solo run. Knockouts 6-woman tag team match next. As the beautiful people, Angelina Love, Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky, take on Candice Michelle and the former tag team champions Taylor Wilde and Sarita. And it is Candice Michelle who takes the pin, because whilst she is popular from her WWE run and got very good sex appeal, her actual in-ring stats are pretty naff, if we're being honest. But the beautiful people pick up the win. Madison Rayne pins Candice Michelle with the reverse STO. And yeah, Michelle is the weak link, 35, compared to some people like Angelina Love's up in the 60s. Well, at 60. So there's a lot of growth there. Candice Michelle is going to be used to put over other women because she has that popularity. We're going to utilise it. A 54 though, ain't too shabby. We get a quick video package from Kurt Angle. Doesn't have any direct storylines at the moment, so he's going to do some character work, which I think is always what you should do if you don't have a story with someone. Let them do character stuff. We just see Kurt training in a dojo. We don't know where the dojo is. We just get a nice little training montage, pretty much. 68 rating. Keeps Angle involved whilst he's not in a direct storyline. Awesome Kong versus Molly Grenwald. Basically, Molly Grambold has kind of been aligned with Amy Dumas throughout this save so far. Kind of, not officially, but they've tagged together at least once. So Kong's just beating Greenwald. Gets a 47 rating when Kong wins for the flying splash. I don't know what that was. I genuinely realised what I'd said, and then what I was about to say afterwards didn't make sense, so I just had to quickly work out what I was trying to say. 62 for Kong, 39 for Greenwald. Isn't great, but she's got good basics, good psychology, so we never risk having those penalised, and she's a decent road agent, which is more than can be said for Billy Kidman. 47 though, not too shabby. And the build up to our big main event match. You already knew what this was because it was on the thumbnail. But after what he did to Jeff Hardy last week, Bobby Lashley's not going to go unpunished. He attacked a superstar backstage, leading to them being hospitalised. We don't settle things backstage here, we settle things in the ring. So, for punishment, Bobby Lashley will have a no disqualification match against the monster Abyss. It's a 99 segment because it's rated on Hogan's Entertainment. Good stuff. And the match is alright, if we're being honest. 66, not amazing, but not terrible. But Bobby Lashley picks up the victory after 20 minutes. These guys go back and forth, hell to leather, for 20 minutes. Weapons, well, that's what you do in an ODQ match. They brawl around the outside, they brawl through the audience. It's a TNA 2010 match, what do you expect? But in the end, back in the ring, and Bobby Lashley locks in the Dragon Sleeper. And Abyss passes out. 66 rating. Good stuff. What do we get overall? 69. Nice. It increases up in 23 regions. Handy to know. So, what are we looking forward to going forward here? So we've got Styles and Wolf kind of crossing paths. Devon going on his own road. Jeff Jarrett not being allowed to challenge for the world title. Lashley facing punishment for his actions against Jeff Hardy. Awesome Kong beating up friends of Amy Dumas. Not a shabby show. Plus all of the Bully Ray problems. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter to get updates on all my other saves. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.